Well, good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Michael Wilhite here with Southern Indiana Weather. Thanks for logging on to this latest forecast update. It is about 9:40 a.m. Eastern Time here on Saturday, the 27th of December. We're sponsored today by Metal Magic in Washington. Give Chad a call, 698-8555 for all of your paintless dent repair needs. And, of course, be sure to tell them Southern Indiana Weather sent you. All right, live radar here into motion, folks. We had some rain move through earlier today. Nice little swath of rain. Most of us got wet. It started to dry out just a little bit now, but we'll have more development come in later today. That certainly won't be a problem. Here's our current look, and you can see as we zoom this out, there's a few more showers down to our south as the radar data loads here, but nothing really to worry about. Temperatures will start to warm up pretty nicely today. Let's take a look at future radar here and just show you really quickly. There's that first blob of rain that moved through, and here is the rest of the day as we go through, just sort of some scattered showers. I think rain is a pretty good bet for us today. Not going to be an all-day soaking rain, but an off and on type of rain. Here we go into the overnight hours, and we get some heavier rain potentially pushed through by the time tomorrow morning comes. A few scattered showers still in the area, but I'd downgrade it to probably a 30% chance or so by the time we reach Sunday morning. Today will be the main day, and then by the afternoon that chance will be pretty much gone on Sunday. So not a big rainmaker for us, but we may get a few tenths of an inch of rain out of this, and that'd be about it. By far and large, though, as we head into the rest of the week, folks, it's going to be nice, quiet weather for us on the weather front until after the New Year's, and it looks like we've got another disturbance that's going to move through, but there's a lot of questions, as you can imagine, this far out. Here's what the upgrade GFS, the new 13 kilometer, and you can show it. It's showing a pretty sizable storm system. It actually starts developing this storm system down here towards the Texas border, and then moves it up, starts to deepen the low, and then watch how it rapidly deepens that low, finally moves it out to sea, but leaves us in the rain, snow sort of battle zone right here in Indiana, so that's something that we're going to have to watch. Not all models are in agreement with that, though. If you take a look at the latest Canadian model, it starts off as more of a southernmost kind of system. It puts us right here on the edge of maybe some wintry precipitation, doesn't bring us much at all with that wave, but then brings another wave on Sunday with another system of some decent rain before Crashy the cold front moves through, and you can see some extreme dip in the jet stream here with these blue lines. That's much different than this because once the GFS takes the system out, sort of high pressure starts to build in, and we don't have another system following it. So, yeah, there's a lot of model differences right now. I could just take you in and show you here what the GFS says, and here's the GFS for early that Saturday morning as well, a week from now, and it starts off as rain, and then the rain snow line starts to move into our area, but by the time it's through us, and we could end up turning to snow showers, it's pretty much gone. Now, if we take a look at the European model, folks, the European model really suppresses this system pretty far down to the south, and on Saturday doesn't give us a whole lot of action. By the time Sunday comes along, it brings us some light snow because we are so cold with those 540 thickness rain snow changeover lines so far to the south. So again, who do you believe with this? I've showed you four models, and they've showed you four just very different perspectives. We could show a southern suppressed storm down here. We could show you the GFS, which has a pretty decent sized low over us, but doesn't really give us much in the way of anything other than rain. I could show you the GEM, which has two completely different storms than the other one sees. I could show you this, which has a pretty powerful low pressure, but again, can this be believed? Right now, folks, we got to take all these with a grain of salt. As you've followed me for the past few weeks, you've noticed these models, folks, are just not handling things well. What we can say at this point is there's going to be a system next weekend that's affecting us. It could be rain, it could be snow, it could be a wintry mix. Right now, I'm going to bet on the wintry mix side of things. Here's the thing. If cold air was not locked in place already first, then I'd bet on the side of rain. But when you've already got some cold air in place to work with, and you've got warm air starting to funnel up from the south, sometimes you might want to err on the side of the cold air rather than the warm air with that type of a situation, because oftentimes when the cold air is in place first, the modeling doesn't handle it worth a darn this far out. So that's something to keep in mind. We will have some cold air already in place before we get in there. Now, the modeling here is the 16-day temp spread from the GFS ensembles. What you can see from here is, wow, this modeling from the ensembles, well, it's really starting to try to warm us up next weekend, up into the upper 40s by the time we get to Saturday. But you notice we've already got the cold air sort of locked in place. Low to mid 30s or so a few days before is what we end up with that. If we've already got some cold air in place, where that's certainly cold enough to produce some snow showers, especially up above us as well, and potentially even for some sticking to occur down there. We've already got that in play first before it gets here. Sometimes that warm air may have a harder time pushing that cold air out of the way. Models underestimate the ability and sometimes get a little bit of a warm bias. So that's something that we're going to be watching. I'm not going to say that it's going to be an all rain event yet. I'm not going to say it's going to be an all snow event yet. My gut has a feeling this is probably going to be sort of a wintry mixed mess type of precipitation this far out, based on the signals that I'm seeing. But it's something that we'll continue to monitor over the coming days, folks. We'll not get too excited about it yet. We'll just go ahead and take a look at your 10-day forecast, and we'll just note what I've got worded here. Again, for today, up to around 50 for the area. Some cloudy skies, off and on rain here tonight as well. Those tomorrow will start to diminish. You can see I went with a 30% chance of rain. Only a high of 39 tomorrow, so it's going to be a pretty cool day comparative to today, as you can see. Monday we only make it to 40, but then after that the cold snap starts to come in. 36 on Tuesday. New Year's Eve looking pretty cold, partly sunny, around 28 for your high, down to 19. So temperatures will fall pretty rapidly as we head into the evening hours if you've got New Year's Eve plans. Only up to a high of 35 under mostly sunny skies for New Year's Day. Then it starts to move in on Friday, Saturday, and even on to Sunday, and it depends on what modeling you see as for timing. So right now, folks, throughout the duration of the event, basically I've went with cloudy and cold, with a wintry mix of rain, sleet, freezing rain, and snow showers, all possible, because it is. It's all on the table right now, depending on what model you believe. So we're not going to get too alarmed about it at this point, but know that it's brewing for next weekend. I'll go with temperatures in the mid-30s, and we'll fine-tune and adjust that as time goes on. Euro model again showing that there could be some occasional snow showers on Sunday, but actually forgot to put a percent on that. I'll need to go and do that after I get the video recorded here, but I'd only put that at a 30% at best, maybe even a 20. It's not a big chance at this point. I'm not very confident in it, but we'll mention it since it's in there. Beyond that, though, it stays pretty chilly, and we start to go back to a sunny type of sky with temperatures in the mid-30s. So, folks, we've got a much cooler pattern coming. The only question is working it out into the models when we get these storm systems coming through. So expect a lot of model chaos coming up this week, and we'll pretty much leave it at that. But hey, folks, if you got plans today, get out and enjoy it. Yeah, it's going to be an occasional rain shower kind of a day, but with temperatures in the 50s around the area, enjoy that, folks, because even if it stays cloudy and we end up only in the upper 40s, that's way better than what we've got coming up. So get out and enjoy the day while you can. That's it for this video update, folks. I'm meteorologist Michael Wilhite. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.